Welcome. Fresh from Philadelphia, back in our own little abodes, if you will. It's 2DopeMarks. And we welcome you to the 2DopeMarks Arena for a brand new episode of 2DopeMarks, your home for Gold Grill Wrestling, hot takes, a little bit of life, a little bit of fun discussion here and there. Boys shooting the shits and giggles, man. That's D on my right. I'm Brando. We thank you for coming out. Thank you for tuning in. Follow us on all social platforms at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on YouTube at 2DopeMarks. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We are growing day by day. And also, you know, it's getting a little, I must say, fall is coming. I know in a couple of weeks it'll officially say this is the start of fall. But because your boys are your boys, bam. You know what I'm saying? We are supplying the world with Gold Grill merch. We're celebrating classic black wrestlers. Shout out to Ron Simmons. Shout out Big E. Shout out Kofi Kingston. We're shouting out also Jazz, Mercedes Moné, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. Also highlighting by far our favorite storyline of the year, Braid of Our Lives with Naomi, our forever women's world champion, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. We even have our 10 Wrestling Commandments t-shirt, which says, hey, man, don't be racist. Don't be musty. Those are the first two things. The rest, all leads you to have fun. All low prices. You can get them all at the link in our bio on all social platforms because that's what we do, man. We try to keep everybody welcome, everybody, covered, and also supporting podcasts like this and Gold Grill Wrestling. That's what we like to call it. If you can't see, I know my background looks like I'm in like a holy place right now, like I'm about to like talk to the gates or something like that. Nah, it's just real straight up natural lighting in the good old great state of Texas. That's what it is.
Central Standard Time. That's what that does.
Central Standard Time, like a mother sucker. That's exactly what that is, my boy. Okay. Exactly what that is. But yeah, as you can see, the setup. The new setup is coming together very nicely. You know what I'm saying? We got the celebratory, the Funko Pops back there, the Winged Eagle WWE Championship, the Philadelphia Eagles belt back there as well. You know what I'm saying? And then, hey, books, because, hey, boys be reading, and records over here, because boys be loving that music. Okay?
I just got a candle.
And shout Nipsey Hussle.
I just got a candle.
Yeah.
So somebody works at a sale.
Exactly. So real quick, D, I tell you this every week. Usually I would start this with a whole lot of shit happening in pro wrestling, but we got to start off first. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, last Thursday night, in which you and I saw a banner get raised.
Absolutely.
So let's get into some real life situations real quick. Before we get into the graps, the wrestling, let's just check in, brother. How are you feeling about what happened last Thursday?
It was cool if the damn lightning and thunder ain't fucked shit up. Like we had to leave early. Like we won. I was cool with that. But we had to leave early because y'all had a flight 4 o'clock in the morning. And then my canopy fell to hit somebody's car. Like a whole bunch of shit.
Somehow. So me and your best friend were like putting things together, trying to make sure like everything shook right. Next thing you know, we look and see the canopy flying up like goddamn Twister. And I thought it just let the little like the spider crack.
I only got one fucking arm, so like ain't like I could have reached for it.
Facts. All I know is I looked up, I heard a crack. I'm like, oh, I think like it's just a simple like the spider joint. It wasn't until I saw the glass pop off at the bottom. I was like, oh,
it hit old buddy thing. Shout out to old buddy for being a good sport.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Hey, the Tomahawks turned out good.
Yeah, hey, look, the food turned out fire. The fellowship with our people was even better. It was a grand time. It was a grand time. I mean, the game itself.
You fell asleep before you got to meet my boy Chris.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, old motherfucker.
I am, dog. I am. Like I maybe had 2 drinks, and literally I was like, dog, I need a nap right quick fast. Because knowing full well that I was going to have to bounce right back up and be amped and ready for the game. Yeah.
That second part of your third, that latter part of your 30s, it come at you fast, brother.
It do.
Come at you real fast.
It do. But I'll say this: watching the banner get raised, and I'll also argue this: bar none. I've seen other hype videos to start football games, but the Eagles having the Rocky theme intersped with the highlights from last season, getting ready for week 1. I ain't played football since 8th grade, and I was ready to hop on that field, bro. I was ready to hop.
It'll do that to you. I mean, we got the dub, so I was happy with that.
Yeah. Shout out Miles Sanders, doing Miles Sanders things, as in he gives and takes away. So you gotta like give him that.
Shout out to Dak Prescott for being a bitch.
So I didn't realize, none of us in the stadium, we didn't realize what happened in terms of Hawk Tua Gate. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know. And we kind of find out that, I said what I said. So I found out on the way back, like while texting friends, like, okay, wait, Jalen Carter got ejected. I'm like, wait, for what? And they told me what it was, and I was like, oh. And then when we got back to the hotel, because there was no way in the world we were about to sit through an hour-long weather delay, then NBC pulls up this computer film of what went down, and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be a thing for 2 days, ain't it? So, and it was, and basically, of all intents and purposes, hey, Jalen Carter's suspension was basically sitting out the season opener. Ain't play an actual snap.
He'll be ready to see light skinned Kermit though.
Yeah, he'll be ready to see he'll be ready to see the Chiefs on Sunday, Super Bowl rematch. My Texans did not look good against the Rams, which I knew they weren't gonna look good against the Rams because Sean McVay can scheme up a mother goddamn offense. I mean, defense only allowing 14 points, I'm cool, but offense, you ain't throwing up 3 field goals, ain't sniff the end zone really. They ain't gonna work against Tampa on Monday, though. I'm just saying.
No, it's not. Are y'all in Houston?
Yeah, it's our home opener.
That should be helpful.
It should be. And the last time the Bucs was in the stadium, CJ threw a party on them for 470 yards and 5 TDs.
I hope Jalen does that next week because we see him next week.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we do the thing.
Hey, so listen, them Baltimore Ravens fans were crashing out Sunday, bro.
Whoo. See, I feel like real life talk is going to turn into a whole sports segment before we get into the wrestling. So I have to share this. I have to share the pod with people first. So I had to get that out the way.
Share it.
So I was at a listening session. Shout out Jack Freeman, and I kept looking at the game, and I seen Derrick Henry up here running like he was back at Alabama, and then I sat up here and said, "Huh." The Ravens should be running away with this. The Ravens clearly like the best team in football this weekend. And then some Ravens shit happened. And if you followed the Baltimore Ravens over the last 3 years, you know them boys are prone to give up a lead, to which John Harbaugh has blown as a head coach since the dying days of the George W. Bush administration into the Obama administration. He has blown 17 second half double-digit leads.
They on his ass.
When the defense gives up 22 points in the fourth quarter, dog, a fumble don't change that.
No, it doesn't. You don't
like that. Is you not letting that's you letting off the gas, knowing full well that you have an alien on the opposite side of that field that you see all the damn time anyway.
What about 4th and 3? You punt the ball and you got arguably the best running quarterback of all time. And
you have easily the best 1-2 running punch in football.
You know what I'm saying? Like
leave the ball in their hands. I don't care if
Yeah.
Derrick Henry fumbled. Derrick Henry had damn near 200 on that ass.
Yeah, he had 100 something in the first half.
Like, come on now. Let him do.
Not my saying.
Let him do. But hey, look, if I asked my significant other this, I was like, hey, if you had to cop a jersey for a team that you were not a fan of, but you were a fan of one of them players, her answer was Lamar Jackson and Kevin Durant. To which I'm like, you know what? That makes sense.
What you already got yours.
Oh,
technically.
Oh,
is it? Is it?
A few things are coming to the house. That's a spoiler. I hope she don't listen to this episode.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay,
but she got one. I'm getting the other one. So
I think I would probably have. Damn, that's a good one. I don't know who I would have if I had another jersey. That's a good fucking question.
Would
you know what? You know, no. I would have to get that Derek Stingley Jr. I love Derek Stingley
jersey. Okay,
I love Derek Stingley.
Okay, because I thought you was gonna go Melo Syracuse.
No, if I have to go
fan of Syracuse, but you're a fan of Melo.
Oh, I'm a Melo fan for sure. For sure. If I have to go active NBA, it'd be SGA. Everybody knows that.
Facts.
I am a diehard SGA fan.
Absolutely. As you should be. And speaking of foreign entities taking things over, because the best player in the NBA right now is a Canadian, we take our attention to Saudi Arabia, where apparently tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, Triple H is going to make a major announcement that is going to, as he put it, change the game. Now, it has already been announced through PW Insider and verified by other sources that WrestleMania 43, much like the 2026 Royal Rumble, will be taking place in Saudi Arabia. Per PW Insider, although there has been no official announcement from WWE, the news is legitimate. Brian Alvarez confirmed, adding that Saudi Arabia will be getting the entire weekend, including SmackDown and Raw, and that he believes the deal is in the neighborhood of $100 million. Mind you, the crown jewel events that they have is 50. That's what they give the WWE, 50 million. So, basically, this will be the first international WrestleMania, not Paris, not England, but Saudi. His Excellency is probably wanting the likes of The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin on that card, as well as The Rock, who I will let you know this now, D. Before I get to The Rock, the three names I mentioned but previously will be 62 years old at the time of that WrestleMania. The Rock will be 55. So, I know how we joke about Saudi-Mania and that all the events over there are catered towards your nostalgia lovers here and there, i.e. that's why we got all those dang Goldberg matches. But does a Saudi-Mania for real, does that move you? Does that compel you to say, hey, this is a new world we're living in, we just got to deal with it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't like it. I look at, so I understand the deal with Saudi is it's $100 million. Like, who wouldn't? You know what I mean? But what does that look like for a lot of these independent wrestlers, a lot of these independent shows, a lot of these independent conventions, and all other events that are tied to WrestleMania weekend? Now, you got the Wale Manias, the Fourth Ropes, the WrestleCons. You got you got CNA doing their shows. It's all these GCW doing all these independent shows down there, and a lot of people travel for WrestleMania weekend, not necessarily for the show. They wanted this opportunity to enjoy a brand new city, as well as fellowship with their friends that they haven't seen or they talk to on the socials and stuff like that. But then it's an opportunity for these independent companies to showcase these wrestlers and showcase their company for, when these people who've never seen these independent companies go back home, hey, I'm gonna tap into a GCW or a JCW or reality wrestling, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So it's really, really interesting. And to me, it's at least how many times they're gonna go put WrestleMania in another country. Now, truth be told, I could see if they did it, let's say England, London, something like that, right? You got Rev Pro over there, they can put on a show. TNA might go over there. You know what I mean? GCW might go over there. It's so many companies that will go, but Saudi, I'm very, very like interested to see what that even looks like when it's solely WWE. Um, yeah, and I wonder those diehards who actually go every single year or used to go, or that's their yearly vacation, stuff like that. What does that look like for them?
See, initially, again, this is a weird thing because when news was first dropped that Mania was going to be in New Orleans next year, folks was hyped. Folks was ready.
Mm-hmm.
Then when it pivoted and now we're going to have Mania again in Vegas, we're like, ugh. And
Yeah.
now this news is like, at what point do you start asking yourself, like, is Mania for me as a fan who wants to like travel? Like, again, I've been let's say I went to, where did I go? Dubai. I went to Dubai. So I went to the UAE.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't doubt that they're like amazing pro wrestling fans. I
Right.
also think that this is a Miles Garrett Cleveland Brown situation
Fair.
in that the WWE got money whipped. And
Yeah.
when you already have like that's guaranteed revenue before you even set foot in the area,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a business decision. Like, I may
Right.
feel a way about it, you may feel a way about it, but we're not we're not the heads of a multi-billion-dollar corporation that also entertains fans with wrestling. I know some people
Mm-hmm.
may think that by this, they're just gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna give AEW my dollar more, which
Mm-hmm.
fair. I would say support the indies more so than just throw your dollar immediately at the competition.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so interesting. I don't even think that, and you may raise a very good point about the outside of WrestleMania because
Mm-hmm.
it is literally the Super Bowl of wrestling, but not just for that company, it's for the entire ecosystem of pro wrestling. And so by going there, you're now asking independent companies, alternative programming, if you will, to say, hey, them 2 days or that weekend in April, shoot, pick a city. We gonna all
Right.
converge down there.
That'd be interesting to see.
Like
I'd be really, really interested in that.
like everyone says, you know what? Hey, we'll do mania style things stateside. We'll go ahead and say, oh, we're in New Orleans this go around. We gonna do all our shows are gonna be in New Orleans, or all our shows are gonna be in Florida or Jersey or even Texas. Like, they're going to find the hotbeds for professional wrestling and say, you know what, we posted up here. So
Yeah. I can honestly see, GCW's in Jersey,
mhm,
Fourth Rope and Reality Wrestling down in Houston,
mhm,
Ashe in Charlotte, Fight Club here, I could honestly see people in their respective cities do something the week or, what I mean, surrounding the time of Mania, a certain shows, not to, you know, most of the people, or I'll say a significant amount are going to watch WrestleMania more than any of the other shows. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see like a Ashe do like the weekend before, you know what I mean, or Fight Club go the weekend after, or something like that.
facts.
Um, Yeah, it's just real interesting because we've gone to a couple of WrestleManias, and for us, and I was just explaining this to shout out to Meek. I was talking to her on Monday about how WrestleMania in Vegas was cool for me, but like just to be brutally honest, like the ticket price is crazy now. Like they charging mortgages now just to
Mm-hmm.
sit on the floor, and it's like, I mean, if you got it, you got it. You don't, you don't. But I just can't see myself paying the same amount for a ticket that I pay for my mortgage, you know. Um, but also to that point, it's also to a point that I made earlier. It's a thing where we go to hang out with the homies. You know what I mean? That live in different states. Like you got Lovely in Carolina. Um, you got the Black Wrestling folk up here with me. You in
Mm-hmm.
Houston now. Like, um, you got Meek in Texas too. Like we all come together and we shoot the shit and go have a good time and watch wrestling together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like that was the thing for us. That's the thing for us. Like, and that was the opportunity, and that was that one day a year. We're like, all right, we're gonna all kick it like a big ass black family reunion.
Big fan.
And you know what I mean? And just chop it up, watch wrestling, and might have a libation or two, and cool. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, not to say it's not possible now. We all meet up somewhere and go do something. But yeah, it's just that's just was a thing for a
Right,
lot of
right,
folks.
right. Because again, it was a whole coordinated event where everybody's gonna be
Yeah,
there. It was a
yeah.
lot easier to like manage and kind of figure out. And now it's like, so what you doing in 27?
Hmm.
But again, that's a
I gotta save my
2027
money
thing.
anyway. I think me
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
save
yeah.
our money anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of some real life situations,
Yes.
emancipated ass Negro. Anyway,
Listen, halfway to 50, bro. Halfway to 50.
we'll celebrate that particular news next month.
Yeah.
We'll celebrate that news next month. But again, it's a lot of transition and a lot of new and a lot of things we have to get used to. But one thing we did not have to get used to because it felt like it was just right back in a good spot. AJ Lee. So last week we said we kind of gave odds on like, hey, is this like really gonna happen? Is it really not gonna
Mhm.
happen? And nah, it happened. We
Yeah.
had a great episode of SmackDown on Friday, I would say. John Cena versus Sami Zayn. Of course, it ended in no contest because it had to set up Brock Lesnar versus John Cena at WrestlePalooza. You had Kiana James trying to beat up Mishin after Julia won that match. And hey, you got a main event go home segment, which AJ Lee came back. And that AJ Lee pop was thunderous. Um,
I just seen a picture on my timeline. Andre Chase with the clips. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Hey dog. Hey
hold on a
dog.
second.
That's
Hold on a second.
crazy work.
Let me hold on. I have to situate myself with this. Hold on.
Hey yo, that's crazy.
Hold on. Between apparently
I didn't mean to cut you
Glorilla.
off, but it just popped up right there.
No. Between Glorilla apparently dropping a diss to Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist. Uh, you telling me Andre Chase got photos with the clips? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes,
Um,
my man.
hold on, hold on a second. Hold on. You mean to tell me that the man who founded Chase U, this individual,
Bruh, that man with the clips, dog. Like, what we doing?
that man trying to get that school out of debt by any means necessary, dog.
Man, listen, they not forgiving student loans no more, so might as well.
Let's I forget, I saw it somewhere. Somebody said, let Chase U sort them out.
Bruh.
Oh
That's
God.
crazy.
Anyway, back to
That's
back
crazy.
to individuals who've been cooking.
That just threw me off, bro.
Back to individuals who've been cooking. So AJ comes back, and that pop is like Michael Jordan, game 1, 92 finals. That is
Yeah.
Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. That was I was like, I wonder if people were gonna like remember. Like, nah, they remembered. They definitely remembered. She gave Becky a very nasty black eye.
Yeah, she did.
And then realized that Becky left the women's intercontinental title in the ring. It was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this. And similarly to what her husband did with the WWE title that he won at Money in the Bank in Chicago, yeah, she took that thing home, and according to her promo on Monday, they did some things with it.
I
Just
know
saying.
that's motherfucking right.
Just saying. I mean,
Get in where you fit in, literally.
yeah. But I want to get to her promo on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why this episode is called Saudi Therapy, as a little bit of an ode to Goody Mom's self therapy, is because AJ Lee brought up therapy. And if you know AJ's story, she has been very open about her diagnosis of being bipolar. And basically, she gave a hell of a promo to which the fans in Milwaukee, I presume, yeah, it was Milwaukee, they were chanting therapy. So I'll read a little bit of it. Okay. So for those of you who weren't here 10 years ago and were really confused as to why your millennial parents were excited on Friday, allow me to introduce myself. My name is AJ Lee, and I'm your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. That is fact, by the way. You go look at the pictures of Roxanne Perez, Bailey, Saraya, everybody's an AJ Lee fan. 10 years ago, I retired. I said I was sorry. I felt like I accomplished all of my dreams in wrestling. I was content, and I hung up my Chuck Taylors. I thought that was the end of my story. There was no way I was going to step back into a ring again wearing jean shorts that are 2 sizes too small. I was so short. And so I went on a journey to accomplish all these other crazy dreams I had in life, and I did it. But most importantly, I went on a mental health journey. I wasn't healthy. I needed to take care of myself, get right. I went to therapy. I got treatment. Now, this somewhat mirrors the exact path her husband took, because this dude left wrestling, had 2 fights in the UFC, did a little commentary when the Fox deal was still in place, wrote for Marvel, went to the other company, and then came back. So I shall continue. And I found a way to turn all this mental chaos into my superpower, which he ended up writing a New York Times bestseller. Saying crazy.
Do you have that book? Do you have that book?
I do not have that book. I will be
very good read. I'll let you borrow it.
Appreciate you. Says, man, the fight is not easy. Every day is a fight, but let me tell you, if you're going through the same thing, that fight is worth it. You are worth it. And I was doing really good for a long time. And then I watched Monday Night Raw, and look, feeling isn't linear, because it is one thing to see your husband fighting Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins or John Cena, but it's another thing entirely to see him in the ring with Becky Lynch. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to like Becky. I thought we had so much in common. She's a leader. She's a rebel. She's a New York Times best-selling author. I did it first. Yes, I am everyone's favorite wrestler. I know. Thank you. Back on track. There's a world in which me and Becky could have been friends, but then she had to go and motorboat my husband.
That was crazy.
That was a crazy thing. And then she, it led into that. And I will say this. For all the crap people have given Becky Lynch in this particular heel run, she is quite possibly, I think, my favorite heel kind of going right now. Because when she mentions the fact that she's the greatest female wrestler of all time, and Sports Illustrated says so, it sounds so much like a certain person that you and I both know. And I'm like, I hope people understand that she's really just like playing this up like that dude would say it.
Yeah.
And the fact that of all the people involved in this feud between AJ, Becky, Seth, and CM Punk, you know you're in a great space when CM Punk is the fourth most interesting person in his feud.
Yeah, I'm actually. I think Becky's worked her ass off to get that to that point because not anybody deserves the right to work with AJ Lee. Not anybody, and I'm pretty sure that AJ Lee's able to call her shot on who she wants to deal with, and who she wants to wrestle. So for her to pick Becky is a shout out. She still got it, no pun intended. You know what I mean? And the promo is very, very similar to what her husband does. If you ever watch what Punk does, Punk speaks his truth, whether you like it or not. He throws a little kayfabe in there, sprinkles it here and there, but that's exactly what she did. And remember last week on the show, I asked you, what does that look like for her to be retired and knowing that the crowd that we know was going to cheer CM Punk, but nobody was cheering AJ Lee. And I got my answer to the point where it's like she still got a big pop. And she actually, pretty much, I'm not going to say in like on purpose, but she actually piggybacked on as a segue to say, hey, you're literally my parents. The reason why they are because I wrestled 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So, like, yo, she's still doing her thing. I'm eager to see what she looks like in the ring too now, because I mean, Shorty still got the abs and some more shit. So,
look, I don't know what they got going on in that gym at the Performance Center, but you seen how people look when they come back. John Cena look.
I don't even think it's that. I think honestly, because Punk had an MMA workout that he was doing, she was probably doing the shit with him, and probably sticking with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's one band, one sound. You and your wife work out. You know what I mean? So like, it's a thing where they probably was just doing their thing collectively. While he's getting in shape to get back in the ring, she was getting in shape just to stay in shape.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where, like right time, right opportunity. Because I remember people were asking, "Dang, AJ could come back at Evolution. AJ could come back any number of years, right?" But no, this is the right moment. Like, her husband is involved in a legit blood feud. I'm mad them two ain't fight at Soldier Field on Monday night as a warm up before Caleb Williams and the Bears had a second half collapse against JJ McCarthy and the Vikings.
Not my problem.
I know, but all I'm saying is that it feels right. Like, the return feels right. The match is more than likely going to slap. I think a lot of ways when you have people return and you have them in tag matches just to kind of like knock the rust off a little bit, you gotta salute it. Also, and this may be the first time you and I ever say this. Shout out Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons is partially responsible for getting AJ Lee back in the ring shape.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She been training with her?
Yeah.
Doing what?
I mean, hey man, you know how this business works. You need somebody as a dance partner in there
to give you water. Giving a towel.
I don't think she was the Apollo Creed to her Rocky. If that's what you're asking me, you're suggesting. All I'm saying is that, hey, I don't know if AJ sought her out personally, or upper management was like, yo, I think this would be a good opportunity for Nikita to actually, be involved per se.
Okay. If you like it, I love it.
Because I mean, it's I mean, Thicky the Wagon Steamboat, as some people have referred to her as. I don't know why, but they have. Hey, she did a thing. Okay, she did a very positive thing. Now where does that lead in the future? I don't know, because again, you know how this company goes. Like, when you do a make good, i.e. Lola Vice and AAA,
they owe you one.
They owe you one. So we shall see. We shall definitely see. And again, it blows my mind. It blows my mind that a lady could be gone for 10 years, come back, look, even more in shape. By the way, about Raw, are you feeling Jey Uso slowly turning into his cousin? No?
Be who you are. Be yourself, bro. Be yourself, bro.
Just saying, because we got the Usos open Raw with a promo.
I don't know where it's going. Like I'm eager. Like I like to be surprised, and hopefully I'm surprised with something good, a positive outcome. But I don't know where the fuck that shit going. I don't want to see him and Roman go against each other.
I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think Roman has already planted a seed in Jay's head that he got to be like Roman to get his belt back. Because he tried to be like him to get it back, and they ain't worked just yet.
You want that motherfucker being yourself.
That is true. That is also true.
Yeah, you want that bitch being yourself. You lost that bitch being yourself too. Roman won that bitch. They held that bitch being himself. He lost it being himself. Fuck all that. Let's just enjoy the Usos return. Like, come on.
Yeah, because the Usos in that return on Monday, it looked like Pusha T and Malice, dog.
It did. It definitely did.
Because again, if I had to make the comparison, Jey Uso is Pusha T, and Jimmy is Malice.
That's fine.
In that Jimmy is the one that's the better of the two on the mic, in terms of the promos. And after hearing Let God sort them out and going back to the old clips tapes, Malice has an edge over Pusha.
Yeah. I honestly just let them. I don't even know what the fuck. Why? We can't just enjoy nostalgia with the Usos together?
Nah, we got layers. You know how this goes, dog. We gotta have layers.
I need Big Cuz to come back and film that Blanca shit and come back.
Yeah, we ain't getting Big Cuz back till Petco Park in November.
Bruh, I just need this man to paint his hair red, be green, electrocute a motherfucker, and call it a day.
He's not Blanca, he's Akuma, first of all.
Hold on, who's Blanca?
Oh God! Now we're about to go.
What? Hold up, time out. Oh, he is Akuma. That's right. Oh, I'll take that. He can stay away.
Oh, and for him being Akuma, he can stay away.
Yeah. Why did I think he was Blanca?
All right. Here's what we're about to go through. We're about to go through cast here. Noah Centineo. I don't even know if I said that right. It's Kim Masters. Andrew Koji is Ryu. Jason Momoa is Blanca.
That's who it was. Okay.
Yeah.
They both the same fucking person, man.
Yeah. 50 Cent is Balrog.
That's why he look anorexic.
Yeah. Andrew Schultz is Dan Hibiki.
Okay.
David Dastmalchian, another weird name, is M. Bison.
So let me guess. Tyrone Runnels is Guy.
Correct.
Okay.
Correctamundo.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
And to round out the whole wrestling and Street Fighter thing, you know who's playing E Honda?
Who?
None other than former IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Hiroki Goto.
For real?
Yes.
Seriously?
That's
dope. My man.
Yeah. So we touch in all corners. Got New Japan in there, WWE. Sorry, the Maxwell Jacob Freeman. You
missed your call in this DJ, bro.
Nah, I need some height to be DJ, dog. I can't be 5'7".
I'm too light skinned.
Look, I could be Eddie Gordo, but I can't be DJ.
See, I can be Eddie Gordo.
Okay, this is fair. You could be Eddie Gordo.
I could be Eddie Gordo. I got the blonde and all that shit.
Yeah, you could be Eddie Gordo. But speaking of people who like to do flips and shit, similarly to Eddie Gordo, AJ Styles had people a little bit confused on Monday because he said during an unaired promo, somebody don't want him here. Basically said, yo, Michin's on SmackDown, Gallows and Anderson are gone. He's already posted the image of, the hourglass kind of running out on the phenomenal one. And people got to speculating that, oh no.
That man contract up, show.
Does he got beef with do we got beef with management? And it's like, you never know. You never know what his contract situation looking like. You don't know what time he may, come back. And personally, I think AJ Styles should just finish up in TNA, go beat Trick Williams for the TNA World Title, Bound for Glory.
Yep.
Then go lose that thing to Mike Santana.
I'm okay with that.
And call it a day. Because he is a Hall of Famer. Like, let's get this straight. Whether it be General Pro Wrestling, WWE, TNA, whatever. He's a Hall of Famer. Alan Jones has given his body to do everything. So if this promo leads to him in one more, big time program, then cool. Let it be that. But we said this with Naomi, we said this with AJ, we said this with anybody. Let the shit play out. Because I know we're in the business, and I know as a podcast, we're in the business of hot takes and speculation and innuendo. But sometimes we don't be knowing. And sometimes I don't want to know. I want to be surprised. Like D said, I want to be, if this is the story you're telling me, okay, tell the full story, and then I will give my opinion of that story afterwards.
Right.
So if Alan Jones gonna come back even swoller, and he and Randy Orton gonna look like the goddamn not the Heavenly Bodies, but what was that tag team in the 80s? They were just swole ass white dudes.
Are you talking about the Beverly Brothers?
Nah, not the Beverleys, dog. Not the Beverleys.
Swole white dude. Oh, you talking about you talking about what the fuck? You talking about the Warlord and the Barbarian?
Them Power and Glory.
Powers of Pain. That's who it is. Powers.
There we go. We could go through a whole list.
I was about to say Power and Glory.
Telling you, Hercules and
Paul Roma.
Yeah. Hey, he could be B. Brian Blair if you want to think about it.
Hey, yo, chill out.
If you want to take it back that far, shout out to the Killer Bees. Now I'm talking about it.
If John Cena is the GOAT, I don't care what anybody says, in my opinion. Alan Jones is number 2.
I'm still upset we're not going to get John Cena versus Alan Jones on this retirement run.
Bro, I've had the argument a bunch of times about, who's the GOAT or whatnot, and Alan Jones comes to my mind every time, because name somebody else who has, in every big company, major company existing today, that has held that world heavyweight title.
It's a small list.
Yeah.
It's a small list.
You're the first Division X champion.
X Division, yep.
Yeah, you've won the TNA title. You're one of
you have claimed arguably the greatest triple threat match in history with you, Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe. You're one of the only Americans to win the IWGP championship. You come to WWE and you win that championship.
And won it twice. And the second time held it for over a year.
Exactly. And you got people that still mimic. A shout out to Will Ospreay with that Styles Clash. I forgot who does it now, and I can't think off the top of my head. But as an innovator, as far as moves, that Pele kick is a thing. The spiral tap is a thing. You know what I mean?
That springboard 450.
Yes. AJ was a trendsetter, man, and still is to this day. So to me, if John Cena is the GOAT now, they never seen 17, then AJ is number 2 for me. I don't give a shit what anybody say.
Exactly.
I don't give a shit what anybody say at all.
Now, here's the thing, though. AJ Styles never went to NXT. Didn't have to, really. Didn't have to. Could have had a classic with Adam Cole. Could have had classics with
he's wrestled Adam Cole on the Indies though.
Not on T. Yeah. I'm just saying. You know how you see people in different lights. They get new cans of paint on them, right?
Yeah.
Again, we said when CM Punk came back, he looked like how Baby and Manny was talking when the light hit the ice, it twinkle and glisten.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. But NXT, for the most part, is cooking with grease. Before we get to No Mercy on September the 22nd, yes, 22nd, you got NXT Homecoming. And NXT Homecoming is basically them going to Full Sail. They ain't been at Full Sail in 5 years. So pre-pandemic, really. And the card is already stacked. Something great.
Yeah.
You got DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus the reunited Trick Mello gang in Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. You got Grayson Waller hosting the Grayson Waller effect with Obafemi and Ricky Saints before their NXT title match at No Mercy. You got Tyler Breeze, Prince Pretty himself, versus Ethan Page for the Men's North American Championship, all because Tyler Breeze decided to take a selfie with that man while he was covered in the Canadian flag Tuesday night. And then you got this. This is almost like putting together a team that has Tom Brady or Madden Michael Vick. Madden 04 Michael Vick. Let me say that. Calvin Johnson and Randy Moss put together, and Barry Sanders and Saquon Barkley meld together versus Fatal Influence. You got Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, and Stephanie Vaquer against them. Which, if I'm JC Jane, this is what I'm gonna say. Y'all had to get the goddamn main roster Avengers to beat me.
Pretty much.
Because, boy, look, ain't no way. That entire match is set up for JC Jane to get her comeuppance for yapping.
It's homecoming. It's nostalgia.
It is homecoming. It is. I want to see people pull up with NXT Letterman jackets. Listen,
I'm with it.
Like if it's homecoming, like, hey, come on home. Come on home.
The Trick Mello gang. That's what I'm looking at.
I don't know if you watched
that was out of nowhere though.
It was, but yo, when you think about it, it's almost like Trick and Mello like a mirror for each other right now.
Right.
Because Trick is shining like a motherfucker, and Mello is trying to figure out his footing. Because and it held 2 years ago before they even, before they split up and stuff, it was the opposite. Mello was shining, going back and forth with Dragunov for the NXT title, and now it's a little different on SmackDown. And hell, when he came out Tuesday night, he got a freaking hero's welcome.
There's no Trick without Mello.
No,
but let's be clear. Let's be really, 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 really clear. Them barbershop segments, there's no Mello without Trick neither.
No, not at all.
That's just what it is.
Like,
I mean, and it's the perfect pair because there's no Tommaso without Gargano, and there's no Gargano without Tommaso.
And both of them went through parallels and said, yo, we gonna split up and we gonna beat the shit out of each other.
Absolutely.
We gonna main event takeovers while we doing it.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Now, who wins it? I have no idea. Zero clue who wins this match. And as a matter of fact, I don't care who wins the match.
I'm about to say the same thing. I don't care.
The fact we get them is where I'm at with it.
I don't care at all. I'm good with it.
I'm perfectly fine. I am perfectly fine. I think NXT is in a good spot. I think we're gonna get a lot of star power next Tuesday night. No Mercy. No Mercy is gonna be my litmus test. No Mercy is basically gonna tell me if they have the nuts, if you will. If they have the desire to say, you know what, Ricky Saints, we're putting you over Femi.
Yeah.
If they really want to say, hey, it's time for Oba to finally go up to the main roster. Because ain't nobody else. Like, unless you're gonna give me him and Javon Evans 3.
Yeah.
This is it. And hell, I don't even want Oba to drop the title. I want Oba to be John Cena's final opponent at Saturday night's main event, December the 13th.
Where's that at?
I believe that is in Washington, D.C. They said, I was like, what wrestler do I know that's from the DC area? And I was like, they're not gonna get Dave Bautista back, are they?
Man, listen, I doubt it. Dave don't live in the trenches no more. They live in LA.
Look, man, Dave has firmly ascended to the mantle of the best pro wrestler turned actor.
Yeah.
And look, they get Dave back. Hey, I'm seated, but give me Cena versus over.
I mean, listen,
crown that man.
LA Knight from up the street, further up the street, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about this too. You look at it like this. No Mercy. I'm not No Mercy. I'm sorry. Homecoming has to be star-studded because what's coming the following weekend? It's the debut of WrestlePalooza. If I'm correct, right?
I think that is the yeah. Because basically, all right. So WrestlePalooza is next week on the 20th. Then I think then that's a Saturday. Then Sunday, I think it's No Mercy. Let me verify that.
So Sunday's No Mercy, and then you got Homecoming on Tuesday. That's
this upcoming Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So put some shit on.
It's the week after. It's 27th. So basically, it is
okay.
So basically, it goes Homecoming, WrestlePalooza, and No Mercy. Okay. We're good. So you gotta stretch the thing out. You gotta stretch that thing out and make it star-studded. Speaking of star-studded, our friends at Ashe Wrestling had their 11th show at Slingshot on Saturday. And first and foremost, shout out to Charity King. Shout out to Charity King because the emotion on her face when she went ahead and won and became the inaugural Ashe Women's World Champion.
That was real.
That's real. Mind you, she faced a massively great piece of people. And God dang, I hate that I got that. I hate I got this text message from my boys. I got this text message. It's an inside joke about Lamert Park in South by Southwest a few years, about to say a decade.
Oh boy.
I hate that. Maya World. You had one of your new favorites. Like it was loaded. It was loaded. And for Charity to go ahead and take that title and rep Ashe like the way she's repping Ashe, I can't wait to see what she's got next. I can't.
Yeah. She deserves it, man. That girl been working her ass off. If you see her body of work, if you have not seen her body of work, you can always YouTube it. YouTube is a thing. Check her out. She's one of the hardest working women in the industry right now. And I, like you, am very, very interested to see what she does with it. Very, very interested to see what she does with it. I'm interested with the talent that they got in Ashe. Savannah, Maya World, Aaliyah James was on the show too.
True. She was my original opponent before my boy got to the main event.
Hey, shout out to my little homie Littlefoot. I want to see her in Littlefoot. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So we can see what's what. But I'm just interested to see where that goes. I'm waiting for it.
Also as well. But again, I think I say 11 set up so much. Now
it did.
I'm gonna say the All-Father was not there, but he and Billy Dixon decided to have a whole ass brawl in the streets of Pittsburgh.
So I checked on the All-Father. He said he cool. He said he just got caught slipping a little bit, but he made it out. He fine. You know what I'm saying? Urgent care said he was straight. So yeah.
I mean, hey, as that one Canadian rapper once said, you got caught slipping once. You got caught slipping.
Yeah,
it happens.
It's all right.
It happens. Cedric Alexander is putting everybody on notice though.
Hey, bro.
Said
cooking right now, man.
And he told old boy, look, Maybe I should be Ashe Men's champion because y'all couldn't get the job done.
Man, listen, I love what Seth's doing right now. He's bringing awareness to Ashe. He's putting up good matches. He's bringing awareness to the talent in Ashe and to those that he's trained personally. And yeah, not to mention his crazy ass wife on commentary, bruh. Yo, Swole be tripping sometimes, man. Like, that's the homie that you just be sitting there just like chilling in the crib, you having a drink or doing some other shit, and they just say some off the wall shit. That's her and Chris Lee the whole time.
Facts. And you
like,
just
they be wild.
All you gotta do is be like, all right, dog. All right,
like,
bro.
just chill. That's the all right, man. All right, bro. Like, but I'm enjoying what he's doing. It's a whole storyline thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like, what comes with it specifically. I'm sorry, I'm trying to log in Amazon Prime so I can catch this commander's ass.
Oh, I know. I figured what was going on.
Yeah,
I looked up because I got the alert on my phone. Like, oh wait, no, it is Thursday Night Football. We are back. We are back on that. Yeah, man. I would say this: Suge D, when he stepped to Khan, gave one of the best promos I've ever heard from him.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that rematch is gonna crack. However, is it me or has Khan's entire presentation with the Pan-African World Championship felt like it was ordained? Like there was the right man with the right situation, the right lineage to carry that belt.
The Pan-African, what's the D word? You can say it better than I can.
Is that diaspora?
Diaspora, yeah, that train. That's his title. You know how you got you remember the Smoking Skull belt?
Mm-hmm. I do.
You remember the spinner belt with Cena?
Yep. Somebody asked me, was I gonna get the spinner belt and add it to the collection back here?
Okay. Yeah, that's his belt. That's Khan's belt.
Yeah.
That's his belt. Nobody, mind you, he's the third champion of that. He's the third champion to hold that title.
Correct.
That's his. My man got the whole Huey Newton chair, got the drums, got the dances.
Yep.
Like all that. Like, yeah, that's his title. And then he doing his thing on AEW too.
Yeah. Ricochet and Gates Agnew are definitely gonna be something to
that's my segue to say, Khan, join us on this show.
Yes, you have an open invitation to join us.
Yeah.
We are here. We are bowing down in your presence. We are saluting the work you've put in.
Absolutely.
Again, join us.
Yeah.
Join us. But speaking of AEW, by the way, before we even get off Ashe, Ashe 12 is in October. I don't know. We don't know who's gonna be on that card just yet.
Don't care.
But do we make the announcement now, D, or do we save it?
We saved out.
Okay, we will save. We'll
save that for the first show of October. And I'll make that announcement because
okay. So on October the 2nd.
No, we're not doing it on the 2nd. We're doing it on the 1st.
I was going by Thursday. I was counting. Yes, October 1.
Yeah.
First day of October, because we will be celebrating things later on that week. Yeah, we'll have all of our Ashe 12 announcements October 1. But speaking of AEW, and D, I'll let you kind of start this off. AEW has been in Philly for the last, I give or take 3 weeks. Similarly, they were in Chicago that way. And I merely have a question because, again, you get the point, and as you can see, we got more lights back here. Do you think AEW doing this residency style thing is actually like helpful for them, or does it feel like you're gonna burn yourself out with these crowds eventually because you can't? You got people coming to a 2300 arena, which again, it's a staple in indie wrestling. It's the home of the ECW arena. I'm aware of it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but is it something about it? Like when you run a show in a venue once, it's cool. Like the you get is the intimacy, all that. But when you get to 3, you're like, all right.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing for them because if you pay attention to what the first Monday Night Raw was, the Manhattan Center is a staple in Monday Night Raw. If you watch them first couple episodes, I don't know up until what point that they decided to go on the road, but that's what they did. If you go to TNA was down in Orlando, Universal Studios for a while. Even WCW, I think WCW Saturday Night was somewhere too, and I can't remember it. But you can go to
Center stage in
ECW.
Atlanta.
Yeah, and then let's go back to ECW. ECW Arena was the home of ECW TV. So yeah, like it's a thing. Like, and here's the crazy part for folks that um are in the Philadelphia area, they're used to going to wrestling every so often, to a TV taping or something like that. Imagine this. You're in Houston, right?
Right.
Reality wrestling's in Houston. Let me ask you this: are they in the same venue?
Yes, they are.
So that's pretty much the same thing as a residency. You know where you're going to go see reality wrestling. You know where you're going to go see uh AEW.
Correct.
So it's a good thing. I'm not opposed to it because I don't mind driving an hour and a half to Philly or whatever and saying, hey, let me go check AEW. If it's nothing different than these independent shows, bro. Like Fight Club is in the same place. You know what I mean? Ashe's at Slingshot. So I'm cool with it. You know where you need to go to get there to watch your show.
Okay, that is, I will grant you that. My thing is with it in terms of AEW is that, yeah, I understand they had an issue drawing in like bigger venues here and there, but switch it up. It's okay. It's okay to switch it up. Like if you have certain cities that are your marks, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I know this from working in music, how people will literally scan Spotify and be like, "Yo, I'm popping here. I'm popping here. I'm popping here."
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you
Mm-hmm.
popping. Like I understand the fan service of like saying like, "Yo, we're gonna be here 3 weeks." Like
Right.
we're gonna make sure you can pull up and see something. But at the same time, give them something to be happy about too. Because
Um,
AEW right now has more heel stables than they have more heel stables than Dallas Cowboy arrests in the 1990s.
you shut the hell up. That's terrible. I saw a tweet today that had everybody listed in the Don Callis family, and it was probably about 12 of them.
Is it more? Must say, are there more Waynes than members of Don Callis family?
That shit sounded like the NWO. You see what I'm saying? Like
So,
if
yeah,
you look at the ops, you got 3 of them. You
yeah.
look at Death Riders. It's like what 5, I believe, maybe 5 or
It's
6 like that.
Mox, Roddy Strong's wife, Cesaro,
Claudio, what you
so
call
Claudia Castagnoli,
Willa,
yes,
but you
Pat,
got
Wheeler Yuta,
yeah, so it's like 5 or 6 of them.
and now Daniel Garcia as of
Yeah,
last night.
yeah, you got that. So like you said, you Hill Stables. Like, what we doing, man? Like, but I see what you're saying on that. I feel like they're doing it for the simple fact that they have so many. They had so many pay-per-views in between that. They just came back from London. You got All Out coming. You just had Forbidden Door. Like, it's like, all right, let's just sit there and just chill. You know what I'm saying? Let's just sit back and just chill for a bit before we go to this next sit.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I also think that All Out is going to be like all right, let's kind of like just chill for a second pay-per-view because your main event is either going to be FTR versus the reunited Edge and Christian, or it's going to be Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher.
I think they announced that last night. I think.
Yeah, and basically Fletcher has to do it alone without the Don Callis family.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Which is fine. I mean, speaking of the Don Callis family, prayers up to Wardlow, who apparently tore his pectoral muscle while clotheslining somebody at All Out and All In. No, at Forbidden Door. They all ran together.
All out, all around, all that. See, now you see why I get confused.
I know, I see it, but at the same time, yeah, that happened. And he's out. He's recuperating. Had to do it again. It's like, again, I said the man might be the most snake-bitten individual in AEW. Him and Adam Cole might be one too.
They need to be in the production truck or something.
Not Adam Cole. They need to chill with Dean Malenko?
It's something. Adam Cole could be a trainer. Wardlow, like, go set up the ring or something, bro. Like,
Wardlow, I said it before. I say it again. Wardlow.
Hope you can cook. Okay, go cook the
Wardlow, because AEW has a monster problem. Wardlow is on the wrong side of Florida. He don't need to be in Jacksonville. He needs to be in Orlando.
Here's my problem. You got a monster problem, but you don't know how to use it. You don't know how to use monsters. Mr. Redacted had the talent of making monsters big and scary and then somewhat invincible.
Yeah. And we said it before that the last time they had a monster that actually was over was the late Brody Lee. They ain't had a monster worth of damn stints. Luchasaurus / Kill Switch. No. Lance Archer?
No.
They got Bobby Lashley over there as your most competent monster who can talk.
Yeah. I don't know. Brody King is
currently one half of the tag champions with Bandito, who is the Ring of Honor World Champion. I think if you unleash Brody King, you could get something, but again, you also have to unleash Brody
They don't know what that looked like.
By the way, here's my second question. Where's Buddy Matthews? Have we seen Buddy Matthews?
He's gonna be at homecoming on Tuesday.
Look, brother, I ain't seen Buddy Matthews. Where's Jacob Fatu? Like, I have questions abound about a lot of people right now that ain't been on my TV screen.
It's called giving a break and a vacation.
Jacob Fatu, yeah, you deserve a vacation for carrying that Tongan story. Matter of fact, Solo Sikoa ain't been on TV since he lost the U.S. title. I just thought about that.
The Samoans, the MFTs, the Samoans on vacation. Big Cuz on vacation.
Sure.
Lil Cuz on vacation. The Tongans on vacation. Yeah, they on vacation.
But you know what?
But this is the first time you've seen Truly Tiffany Stratton too.
That is true. But then again, Tiffany Stratton is facing Jade Cargill on SmackDown.
Yeah, well, Bailey talking to herself.
I mean, at least Bailey yapping. But I think that's also another thing, right? When you see these groups and these heel groups in AEW, they're always together. Like the Don Callis family don't do no talking to each other.
Yeah, they create space. Yeah.
At least with so I'm not even trying to do a comparison here, but say the Dangerous Alliance, right? You ain't got to see them all on TV at the same time. You see one or two, somebody else doing promo work, right? It basically kept things fresh. Whereas you keep the Don Callis family doing this for Hangman, it's going to be the Death Rider situation all over again.
Yeah.
Death Rider's been on autopilot for almost a year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the focus was, per se.
Yeah.
I don't.
I honestly think that they gotta figure it out. Because now there's so much stuff going on in WWE where you have this star power. You have the resources and the funding now to do whatever the fuck you want to with this ESPN deal, and especially this Saudi deal. The endorsement,
and also AEW getting moved off their block.
Yeah.
And now we get all day wrestling.
Yeah, so it's like I hope WWE doesn't burn themselves out or put talent to the wayside, but we'll see. You know, I'm just a podcaster right now at this point, so I don't know no better. I'll go from there. Yeah, I got nothing at this point, so we'll see. It's the sit and wait. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a big ass holding pattern, bro. It's a big ass holding pattern. You're just trying to figure out like where do you go from here.
They got to start cooking soon anyway, because Vegas is probably about almost 6 months away.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Vegas is 6 months away, but you know who loves Vegas? Ice-T loves Vegas. But you know what else happens in Vegas? Pimping. And where was Ice-T we had to give this speech? He was at a player haters ball. And why was that? Because one thing is always pertinent when it comes to the world. Sometimes you just need a little hey. It is time for Hater of the Week, our segment where, you know, some people just rub you the wrong way. And we got to call them out for the bullshit. And, you know, it is what it is. D.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, when I go, it turns into a whole screed of people that need to get some things need to be addressing right quick fast. So I'm gonna keep it brief this week. To the Los Angeles Clippers organization for thinking you could
bro,
you can go ahead and give somebody a $28 million you ain't got to show up to work job. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard for even like trying to finesse it and making it happen. But for the Los Angeles Clippers to make it seem like, oh, we don't know what you're talking about, you're my head of the week. All because, hey, dog, you know who could have used that $28 million and did some crazy things at Onyx? And James Harden. And James Harden. Because James Harden gonna come with like, wait, y'all was doing this? Since when? Why was I not involved?
Hey, bro.
Just saying. Also, and I said just gonna keep it brief. I hated a week to the man who pulled my significant other over earlier today.
Oh, I ain't hear about this.
Oh yeah, I can tell this story right quick fast. So my significant other was on the way to a hair appointment when a state trooper pulled her over for her license plate. Not the fact that the license plate says Connecticut. Oh no, sir. Because it's a Philadelphia Eagles vanity plate around it, and that it was allegedly covering up the actual license plate. Now, my wife has had that particular plate for close to 2 years now. It's had a plate similar to it when she had her older vehicle. At no point has she ever been stopped. So I'm left to the conclusion that this had to be a Cowboys fan or a Kansas City Chiefs fan or a Patrick Mahomes fan. It was a black dude, by the way, who decided to pull her over for no good goddamn reason.
I know she went to fuck off.
Brother, do you know the phone call I got when that happened? You know how mystical sound will make him say when it's his turn to rap? Tasmanian devil energy of being upset and pissed off. So yeah, that is all. Let's say, sir, you're also my hater of the week because how dare you? Really, you ain't had shit else to do. You ain't had shit else to do. Was you looking for a suspect with dark tint and thought it was somebody else? It had to be that because if you pulling people over because they got Eagles license plates, brother.
Hey,
you know this right now. Eagles be a national. They are a national team anyway. They are. Let's say there's an Eagles bar in Houston.
No.
And you win it. All right. Cool. That's how I'm gonna keep it brief. D, the floor is yours.
You sure?
I'm positive. The floor is yours. I got moonlighting to let you know. That's what I'm setting up for.
So based off last week's game, my hater of the week is Dak Prescott. It was
evident.
It
was going this way. I
knew it was going this way. Yeah, it's evident. Let's be real. The evidence, the video shows you're standing behind 4 offensive linemen. And I read with lips. You sat there, looked at him, you spit at him, and you smiled and you said, yeah. As if nothing was else going to happen. Now, let's be clear. He baited him. He made a mistake. Me being a football coach, I got to be a type person to tell my kids to sit there and be like, all right, you got to restrain yourselves. You got to sit there and you got to chill out. Like, you can't let your past do the talking. But, Dak, you a bitch. Like, let's be clear, bro. Like, you talking shit like you did something. Like, you spit at a Super Bowl champion that's done it in less years than you ever had. Like, this is the same brother, and no discredit to anybody else, the same brother that had to get on anesthesia to get a tattoo that week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, bro. Like, you're not that. You're gonna be gone out in 2 years anyway. These motherfuckers trying to get art writing on the wall. Your master gonna say you got to go because Arch is coming into town.
See,
you sitting and you bragging and you spitting. Hold on, let me cook. I mean, listen. You know how I get when I get into football.
I'll let you run the ISO. My bad.
Listen, like you want to spit at that man? That man won a Super Bowl already, and you ain't done nothing. That man done gave you all types of bullet hollow points, second grain. Gave you receivers, gave you offensive line, gave you a little Furby running back, and you still couldn't do shit with it. Like, let's be clear. You got the nerve to base him, and you still lost. So all the Cowboy fans I know, bro, they do not like Dak at all. They do not like Dak. They rather kept Michael over Dak. They said, "Don't pay that man." It's a lot of Cowboy fans that think that man should be working at the damn Jiffy Lube right now. Like, what y'all doing? Fuck is we doing? So all you Dallas fans, I respect you as being a fan, but your quarterback is a bitch. And he light-skinned. I don't like light-skinned people, so there we go. Dak Prescott. I'm sorry. Dakota Rain Dakota. Whatever his name is, he's my hater of the week.
Okay. Because you know what? If we had a Cowboys fan on here, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have had Dak as his hater of the week, but CeeDee Lamb definitely would have got that distinction.
Who threw the ball?
All right, fair. Very fair. Very fair. Yeah. He threw the ball, man. He threw the ball. Yeah. And on that note, you know, that is this week's episode of 2DopeMarks. We thank you for pulling up. Everybody who took time out a Thursday night before watching Thursday Night Football to, you know, watch us yap and, you know, shoot some jokes off. give you some wrestling takes, have fun with it. Because again, all this is, folks, is Gold Grill Wrestling. Gold Grill Wrestling. I got a 2DopeMarks merch pack coming to the house pretty soon myself. So I'm gonna be ready. You can be ready by going to any of the links in our bios. Cop some merch. Keeping it real light, real simple. Hoodie season is approaching, fellas.
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna be making a hoodie that just strictly says, "This is my hoodie. This is not your hoodie. This is my hoodie." Also, letting you know this now, we got D Say Something Nice for the People hoodies coming through. Why? Because again, you need good cotton. You need that good cotton feeling on you. You really do. You really, really do. And yeah, again, thank you for coming through and supporting. Follow us on all social media platforms, on Instagram at 2DopeMarks, on Twitter at 2DopeMarks, Facebook group 2DopeMarks, YouTube at 2DopeMarks. Like it all flows together. It all flows together. Like, comment, subscribe, rate us 5 stars. Leave a comment if you're messing with us. You know what I'm saying? We read our comments. We appreciate it. We appreciate the feedback. Why? Because we do this out of love. And if we happen to have some things pop up because of it, then perfect. I ain't gonna, hey, that's extra. That's extra. So with that being said, D, say something nice to the people.
I have nothing nice to say right now. For once. I'm gonna put it back on you. Say something nice for the people, Brando.
I'm going to do this. Much like Malcolm Jamal Warner, and much like D said a few weeks ago.
Oh.
How you act on this earth is how you choose to be remembered.
Yeah.
Let's say again, spread kindness, spread empathy, give good vibes, give good energy.
Yeah.
Pray for your peoples, because I'm praying for my peoples. And some people don't deserve your energy. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, as somebody who works in media, and I'm glad my camera came back in focus.
Me too.
Shut up. Oh, that wasn't nice though. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna say this right now. Don't say nothing wild that's gonna have you in HR the next day. If you got some inflammatory things to say about any situation going on right now in this world, say that for your group chat. Say that for a phone call with your homies.
Trust me, I do it on this podcast. What you get from me is light. Very light.
Very, very light. So yeah, I'm gonna just send a prayer up for people, man. I want the best for the world. I want people to walk in empathy and walk in a point in life where, hey, you ain't gotta discriminate, you ain't gotta hate. Just be you. Just be honest. And don't use the pain of other people as a grift to get on. And poison people's minds in situations like this. That's all. Be righteous, brothers and sisters. Be righteous. And now I wish I had Bishop Khan's wicker chair, just so I can have that and tell you. All power to the people, and we'll see y'all next week.